Our next round is all about TV and film from 2020. ITV's Quiz told the story of Charles Ingram, the quiz show contestant who coughed his way to £1 million. Of course, you'd never get away with it these days. If someone in the audience coughed that much now, the whole studio would be sent into quarantine. This year's I'm a Celebrity was held in Wales. The contestants had to endure foul-smelling, unsanitary conditions, awful food and disgusting creepy crawlies. Then they left the hotel in Swansea and headed to location. Normal People was a huge hit this year, but many found the sex scenes too graphic. A little tip for those people, avoid the internet. Before we get on to the questions, let's remind ourselves of some of the highlights in TV this year.
Good evening. Let's get straight to it.
Let's go!
I never start the drama. I just finish it.
Now that looks quite normal, doesn't it?
Breasts, hips.
Fire, John! Thank you.
Not go in that house, over.
Hold me. Good is coming. It has to.
All right, TV and film questions. It's over to Better Call Saul's Bob Odenkirk.
Hello, Jimmy. In my latest film, Nobody, I play Hutch Mansell, a browbeaten family man who gets thrust into the spotlight. One name that got thrust into the spotlight this year was Sharon. It started trending on Twitter in January after actress Amanda Henderson appeared on Celebrity Mastermind. But can you tell me why?
So, Amanda Henderson went on Celebrity Mastermind and...
You know it.
The name Sharon trended on Twitter. Why?
It's an obvious answer, and she panicked and shouted.
Question 2 in this round, and we're on to film. During his acceptance speech for the Oscars for Best Director, Parasite director Bong Joon-ho asked if the Academy would allow him do something with his Oscar. What did he want to do with his Oscar?
Do you know, I think I know this one.
He wanted to.
He's got my mum's hair from 1984, which is nice.
Oh, was that it? Yeah.
Question number 3. It's over to Tiger King's Carol Baskin.
Hello, Jimmy. It seems strange to open with that since my trademark greeting has been made famous the world around since Netflix Tiger King launched back in March. Can your teams remember what my greeting was?
OK, so what was her sort of trademark greeting?
I don't know it, but it's not a fault of memory. I just haven't engaged with it.
You haven't engaged with Tiger King?
No.
I'd recommend it. You learn a lot of interesting things watching Tiger King. You learn that, like, an animal sanctuary is remarkably similar to a zoo. It's just got different signage.
OK.
Just animals in cages.
I feel I've learnt that by you telling me.
OK. Question 4. These are all audience reviews for a film. I just want you to tell me what film. The cinema equivalent of having your teeth pulled.
Oh.
It was so loud that it hurt our ears. It also didn't make sense. It was stupid. Rubbish. Bang, bang, boom, boom, shoot, shoot. Some guys running in different directions, chasing something, some explosion. What a waste of time. Better watch Back to the Future again.
Oh, God. Some people are horrible, aren't they?
Some people are horrible, aren't they? Yeah.
What a horrible thing to say about someone's film.
Yeah.
I'd love a Bang Bang Boom.
Yeah.
You love a Bang, bang, boom, boom.
We love Bang Bang Boom Boom films on
Bang
this.
Bang
You do,
Boom
but don't
Boom,
tell her
shoot,
husband.
shoot.
He knows, he's been in the tent with me. He knows what I like.
A bang, bang, boom, boom.
Yeah, he knows what I watch before I go to bed.
Shoot, shoot.
Yeah, bang, bang, boom, boom, and then shoot, shoot at the end, obviously.
Yeah.
Has to be said, anyone who goes to a film thinking there's no point going if it isn't better than Back to the Future, sort of go their way. They might as well give up on cinema, because Back to the Future is essentially the best film ever.
Next, it's over to Laura Whitmore, who's got a question for you.
How are you, Jimmy? How are you? So 2020 was the year to stay at home and watch loads of telly. I watched all of it, all of the telly. And I want you to cast your mind back, if you can, to September, when Donald Fear became the first person since 2006 to do something quite big on telly. What was it?
Somebody needs to buy her a mouse mat. She's currently using the base of a lamp with love written in it, which I've got an issue with anyway.
You're right.
But that's a mouse mat.
So a man called Donald Fear was the first person to do something on television since 2006. What was it?
There we go. Done.
OK. Bob Odenkirk wanted to know why Amanda Henderson's appearance on Celebrity Mastermind caused the word Sharon to trend on Twitter. What did you get?
It's a lovely name.
Sharon.
It's a lovely name because names go out of fashion. So we thought maybe Sharon had gone out of fashion for a while, and then they heard the name Sharon, and everyone was like, "Do you know what? Sharon is such a nice name. We don't say it often enough."
OK, well, I can tell you haven't won a straw despite clutching at straws. OK, Joe, Richard, what did you put?
Yes, she said Sharon instead of Greta Thunberg.
And what have you got, Maya?
Go on, honey. What does that say? I can't actually read it.
She thought it was Boris Johnson's new girlfriend.
Well, I can tell you that's incorrect. That's incorrect. Let's have a look.
The 2019 book entitled No One Is Too Small to Make a Difference is a collection of speeches made by a Swedish climate change activist. What's her name?
Sharon.
Greta Thunberg.
She mistakenly identified Greta Thunberg as Sharon. And in response, Greta changed her name to Sharon on social media. Next, I asked you if you knew what Parasite director Bong Joon-ho wanted to do with his Academy Award. Did you get it?
Possibly.
Come on, Richard.
Texas chainsaw it and share it among his crew.
Texas chainsaw it and share it.
Yeah.
Exactly the right answer.
Thank you.
OK, what did you... James, Stacey?
James thought he might have wanted to eat it. So we did write that, but I also wanted to say that possibly he wanted to share it with the other nominees.
You wanted to chop it up and share it, basically.
Yeah, that's what we thought it was similar. Similar thinking.
Yeah.
And then you've written something sideways. I feel like someone's taken over the writing on this.
That says, put it in a pickle jar, because preservation is key.
Yes, that's it. He wanted to put it in a pickle jar.
That is not the case. He wanted to chop it up and share it. Points, no points.
I feel the Texas chainsaw is quite an important part of the answer, and I feel we're going to get so few points.
Why are you saying Texas chainsaw is important?
Because they haven't put the Texas chainsaw.
They haven't put that.
So we are the only people who should get points.
Because they got share it with the nominees, and you said share it with the crew, and I decided to kind of ignore that.
Yeah.
He calls his other nominees his crew. That's just him. That's Bunjum.
Tiger King Carol Baskin asked you if you knew what her trademark greeting was. Did you get this?
Oh, yeah, we did get this, actually.
What did you put?
I didn't do a murder.
That is maybe one of her catchphrases.
Yeah.
What did you get?
They're great.
I mean, I see where the mix-up's happened.
We haven't seen it.
Tony the Tiger isn't in it. There's no reference to Frosty.
Well, then I feel like it shouldn't be called Tiger King, because if Tony's not in it, the king isn't in it, is he?
Very true.
Really good point.
Yeah, that's a good point, well made. Joe, Richard, what did you get?
Hello, cats and kittens.
OK, I'm going to give you that, because catchphrase is, hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Yeah, close, isn't it?
Here she is.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol at Big Cat Rescue.
Cool cats and kittens.
I asked you what film was being described by audience members with reviews such as it was the cinematic equivalent of having your teeth pulled. What have you gone for?
On Golden Pond.
What?
The 1980 Oscar-winning...
Classic.
I haven't seen it.
OK, James, Stacey, you've gone with...
James?
Back to the Future.
But hang on, one of the quotes ended, what a waste of time, better watch Back to the Future again.
Yeah.
Right, so you think someone was caught in a loop watching Back to the Future over and over again?
Well, they went to watch it, they were, that was rubbish, and then by the end of the rant, they were like, I could be wrong, actually. I better watch it again. Doubted themselves.
Joe and Richard, you went with?
Last Christmas or Tenet.
Tenet is the right answer.
Oh, I never heard of Tenet.
I've never heard of Tenet.
It's the big Christopher Nolan thing.
Didn't he direct Dunkirk, Christopher Nolan?
He did, yeah.
Well, which is it?
What?
What?
Dunkirk or Tenet?
I think I might be low on batteries because I can't...
He directed Dunkirk. That's it.
Then he went on and directed another film about 3 years after that one.
What? 3 years afterwards? No, Dunkirk, the film of Dunkirk. I'm not talking about the event, the actual
So when do you think the
withdrawal.
film Dunkirk came out?
Just sort of immediately before the lockdown.
2017.
Really? 3 years.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Why are we correcting David? Why don't we just let him think this is real and see how far we can prank him by the end of the show into thinking that he's in a completely different year?
Laura Whitmore asked you what Donald Fear did on TV for the first time since 2006. What did you put? Richard Ayoade?
Apply Anusol live on Saturday Kitchen.
James, Stacey?
I don't think anything hasn't been done on telly yet other than Fly.
It hasn't been done since 2006.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it could have been a number of things.
But you think he could fly? You think the man could fly?
I just was thinking of things that no one's ever done before.
OK, what did you guys get? David Meyer?
He organised 3 episodes of Dad's Army in a row. Hasn't been on TV since 2006. Not 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I could tell you, Donald was the first person to win £1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire since 2006. OK, now it's time for a special bonus round. I'm going to show you 3 film posters from this year which have all been subtly improved. All you need to do is tell me what the film is. Here's the first one. You've got to name that film.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kiss.
Yeah.
I recognise it.
OK, all right, next one.
Aww.
Nice, isn't it? It's how I feel about you.
Is that from Glastonbury in 2005, Jimmy?
OK, and then the third one.
Oh, I know this one.
Yes.
I know this one.
All right,
Okay.
David's still writing.
I'm trying to.
OK, so James and Stacey, let's go to you. What's the first one?
Jimmy Kiss Kiss.
Jimmy Kiss Kiss. David, Maya?
Well, I put Mrs. Joker, the actual badass, because I know she had her own film after, and I think she's the genius behind the Joker. She deserved her own film, but I don't know the name. So Mrs. Joker, the actual badass.
OK, Joe, Richard, what did you put?
Harley Quinn movie. Was it Birds of Prey? Was it called Birds of
It's the exact right answer. You get a point.
Well done.
Point, no point. No, oh, no, you got Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
I think I'll give you something for Harley Quinn. You get a point there.
Thanks.
The second one, did anyone get this? James, what did you write here?
Hair transplant 2.
You're thinking he's only gone and got extensions. Hair transplant too.
Jimmy, why don't you grow it long now?
I quite like it like this.
That seems like a waste. If you're going to get a transplant, just go for a full, like, a horse's mane or something.
Yeah, you definitely missed the
If they
trick.
could do that, you know I would. So you got hair transplant 2. You put...
We put Friday Night Project because I didn't know the answer, so it's the thing that it reminded me of.
OK, and you got...
Blades of Glory.
I mean, you're so close.
Oh, not
So very close, but that came out many years ago, is the only issue. And this is the quiz of 2020. It was Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga.
That film was released as an email. It didn't even... You just got it direct to your inbox.
It was not released as an email. OK, did you all get this one? What did you get, David, Maya?
I just put the things I could see. The jacket and the ostrich.
Stacey, James?
We think it's Doolittle.
You're bloody right, and you've got...
Still on the buses.
Doolittle.
Oh, it is still on the buses, isn't it?
It is still on the buses.
The ads are still on the buses.
Best advertising dollar they ever spent.
Yeah,
Now, Doolittle, I'm sorry, Doolittle definitely didn't come out this year.
Yes, it
Because that
did.
had Rex Harrison in it. And Rex Harrison, I think, must have died, like, last year or something. So ages ago.
Let's see how you're all doing at the end of that. OK, so in last place now, you were in the lead. David and I have 4 points, which they had at the end of round 1. James and Stacey have 5 points. Joe and Richard in the lead with 8.